Hey friend, hey. All right, so we are going to do some eyes today. We're going to use a mixture of products, of brands, but hey, that is okay. It is okay. Who cares, right? Use what works. So we're doing some darker shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some setting powder. This is just a loose translucent setting powder. I've got a wet sponge. I am not going to pat this, but what I'm going to do is just add in a little bit of the powder so I'll look a little crazy. But hang out with me, go with me, take the ride, okay? So I'm just tapping it in. I'm not pressing or, smushing any of that because I do not want it going into my little bit of fine lines that I have. So just very lightly but that's going to keep any fallout. Since I've already done my face makeup, any fallout that I have will go there, and I can just brush it away without it smearing all over my face because nobody wants that. So here's what we're using today. So this cute little Jazz, it's a little Morphe palette. It's a smoky eye, basically a brown smoky eye. And that's what we're going with today, okay? We're going to be a little bit extra today. A little bit extra, and that's fine to be extra, okay? So we're going to get a fluffy brush. We're going to come into this middle color right here, okay? This brown. I'm trying to not have the light completely reflect off of it. Ooh, that is super pigmented, y'all. So it does not take a lot. Okay, this is going to be my crease. We're going to blend it up. We're going to work with what we have on here. We're not going to keep dipping into the color. So basically, a smoky eye is going to be more of a technique than necessarily the colors you use. You could absolutely use oranges and peaches and stuff like that and do a smoky eye. It's just the technique. I think everybody gets afraid when they hear, oh my gosh, you're doing a smoky eye. It's just the technique of it. Basically, you're just blowing it out and bringing it down under. You're doing all those things, okay? So don't be scared of it. So we're just going to blend all this through. Now, I have a hooded eye. So you see how that color in my crease and right here on the top of my lid, it completely disappears when I have my eyes just open and just resting. So I want to make sure that this color comes just a little bit higher, okay? That way you can see it. You can see the transition of colors, okay? Same thing over here. I just tapped into it. I'm going to swipe it into my crease, and then we're going to blend it out from there. And most of the brushes that I'm using as well are Morphe brushes. I do prefer the white ones over the black. Don't ask me what the difference is. I don't know. But I like the way they feel, and I like how they blend better than the black ones. I would almost say they're a little bit firmer. The bristles are a little bit different, a little firmer bristle. And they just blend better in my opinion. Okay, so you see how we just have it, that color is just kind of popping out over just a little bit. And everything is blended. I have the hardest time on this eye for some reason getting this blended right here in this corner. It's like this little flap of skin wants to hold on to life. It does not want to cooperate. Okay, so we're going to come back with this brown, which is a shimmer brown. It's going to go on the inside. So I'm actually going to take some concealer that has gotten away from me. Here it is. I'm going to use our liquid concealer. And I'm going to take a brush. And I'm going to do, I'm not going to say I'm doing a cut crease because I'm not that cool, y'all. But I want this shimmer to pop on this inner corner. So I'm just going to cut that out, etch it out. Okay, and the same thing over here. Concealer is just going to give you a really nice, good base to blend on top of. You can also use a primer as well instead of using concealer. Either one will work. The primer that I have is a pot primer, and it's a little thick to try to do this, so it doesn't work quite as well. All right, I'm going to take a brush. We're going to spray it with our setting spray, and then I'm going to pick up this shimmer brown on the end here. And then we're going to place it, okay? Here is the ticket. Do not use a big old fluffy brush. If you will actually take a flat, firm brush and pack it and place it where you want it, the shimmer payoff will be so much better, okay? It will really just pop even more. That is such a pretty brown. All right. I'm going to spray my brush again, go in and grab. Now, here's what I do. I actually take my brush and I kind of push a little bit up, and then I go in and I just lay down and pack it into my brush and pick it up. And then pack it onto my eye. And you just keep doing it till you get the amount that you want. You get the shimmer that you want. The base of this eye right here, that little beauty, that's a scar. And my eyeshadow has a really hard time sticking to that almost. It doesn't really want to blend on it. Don't ask me why. It is my virtue and I shall accept it. I'm going to come back. This is the fluffy brush that I had my brown with. I'm not dipping back into any colors, but I am going to come back and just kind of buff around this edge and buff out this outer corner. I'm kind of blending as I go, but notice that I'm holding the brush pretty far back. You don't want to grab it like you're grabbing a pencil. Hold it back and let the brush have movement and fluidity to it on its own, okay? You don't want to press into those bristles. So just kind of buff the edges, okay? Now we're going to come in with a fine brush, like a pencil type brush, and we're going to catch our black, and we're just barely going to tap into it. I'm going to come into my inner corner. I'm going to tap it in. Now, if you wanted to, you can even take this darker black and run it through your crease. That will deepen your crease, make your eye look larger and deeper. So if you already have deep set eyes, that is something I would skip. But if you're like me and you just want it to look a little bit deeper, you can absolutely just take it and just run it right through here, okay? Super easy. Just run it right through your crease. You don't want to get too heavy, but just kind of blend it in, and it's just going to deepen the appearance. All right, same thing over here. Now, we are also going to take this black, and we're going to run it under our eye, okay? That sounds really scary. I promise you, it's not. I'm going to take a little bit of a finer brush, dip into our black, just make sure you kind of bring it back up in here and catch the corners so that it's all blended together. You don't want a gap. Now, a smoky eye is all about no real big harsh lines. Everything is blended out. Now, don't freak. We're going to blend it all together. We're going to put our eyeliner on. We're going to put our lashes on. It is going to bring everything together. I think the thing is a lot of people get to this point and they get scared. They're like, what have I done? It looks like crap. It's not. So stick with it. Hang with it. Just finish it out with your mascara, with your eyeliner, and the world will be right again. I promise you, okay? The world will be right. I'm just coming back with that little bit of brown. And this brush is just a big fluffy brush. There's nothing on it. I just want to smooth out that edge, take that sharp line off. Okay, now I'm going to use a black eyeliner. This is the Pharmacy Extra Last black eyeliner. I love this stuff. It doesn't go anywhere, and it's super affordable. So I'm going to come in on my waterline. If you deal with having watery eyes, or like I talked to a lady this weekend and she was struggling with this, she actually uses eye drops, and the eye drops are a little bit of an oily texture to them. Take a Q-tip before you put your eyeliner on and actually tap it on your waterline just to get that little bit of moisture off. And when you do that, it will adhere your eyeliner a lot better and less smudging and all of that. Because you can have the best eyeliner. It can be the best waterproof eyeliner you've ever used in your life. But if you apply it on a wet surface, it's not going to do you any good at all. You're still going to end up with the same results, okay? So you need a good, clean surface to apply it to. So just take that Q-tip and run it along that waterline. All right. Make sure everything is even and how you want it. As even as you can get it, okay? It's not going to be perfect. Now, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and just wipe this away. Okay, super simple. Just take that coat off. But that way, if anything had fallen out, I wouldn't have ruined or had to redo any of my makeup, okay? Now, we are going to finish it off with our Pharmacy Optimal Mascara. This is my favorite mascara that I have tried. It is a great, for me, I have stick straight lashes that are fairly short. So it works really well for me to get that length and to get volume without looking super clumpy. And I always do my bottoms first. Is that a thing? Does it matter whether you do tops or bottoms? I always do it so that I don't pop my top lashes against my brow bone up there and smear everything. Now, I will tell you, take your time with your mascara, okay? I probably spend more time on mascara than I do anything else. If you want those beautiful lashes that you see in all the pictures and all the advertisements, I promise you they did not spend 2 seconds on their mascara, slap it on, and walk out the door. They took the time to make sure that they are catching from the base of their lash all the way through. So wiggle it in, bring it up, okay? Get the entire lash. If you're just doing the tips, you're missing out on so much length that you could have if you would just take it back to the base. And I usually dip one time when I do my top lashes, flip the brush over, make sure I get both sides product off of both sides of the brush. Because if you just keep dipping into your brush and applying more, and you're not getting it coating your lashes evenly, you're going to end up where it looks gunky and like spider legs, those type of effects. And I want a nice, natural, pretty lash. So wiggle it into the base and pull it all the way through. You can twirl your wand if you have the magical possession to do that, because I swear to you, when I go try to twirl my wand, I feel like I make this huge, massive mess. Now, I apply one coat each eye, and then I go back. So basically, I kind of let the mascara get a little bit tacky, and that helps me kind of form my lashes where I want them. So I go back in with a second coat and wiggle that through. Same thing over here. And there you go. So that is our Morphe eyeshadow, Pharmacy eyeliner, Pharmacy mascara. All right, look at that. A very pretty brown smoky eye. All right, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I am more than happy to talk to you. If you want to purchase the Morphe products, you can find them on their website at morphe.com, and you can get my pharmacy products at heathertaylormakeup.com for those. If you need help with colors, color matching, any questions you have, find me on my social medias and send me a message. I am more than happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching.